This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning, guys.
Big show today.
Yes, the impressions today were amazing.
That was so
you know
good.
what? I'm going to have to change it from bad impressions to f***ing awesome projections.
Oh!
I said it. F***ing awesome impressions. Can you bet that out, Sam? Or else we're going to lose our jobs.
Yeah, the
Thank
awesome
you.
part. Just the awesome part.
Yeah, the awesome part.
Yeah.
Hey, there was a new word that was brought into the show
Yes.
today. I can't even say. What was it
It's
again?
the word of the year.
It's called shittification.
Enshittification.
In shittification. Yeah, Sean.
And so we talk to people about who are experiencing that very phenomenon.
The callers today, yeah, they really have been through the ringer, including the last one, Nat, was based on the fact that you discovered that you've got a fracture in your elbow.
Once again, a fracture that did not show up on X-ray. Turned out several weeks down the track to be broken, and this is the fourth time this has happened to me.
And also, we discuss, things like we used to take typing classes at school and now realising how old we are.
What about all Australian Emma Driscoll? She's on the show as well.
That was great. And she used the word semi in this, and you know where that leads.
Nathan got a bit of a thrill.
I just think about trucks.
Nathan.
Don't cry there.
Nat.
A moment, please.
And Sean.
Oh, yeah, no, this has become real.
937.
It's 6:05. Nathan and Sean. Happy Wednesday, friend.
Happy Wednesday. I'm looking at Sam. He presses the buttons for us these days, and he loves a merch jacket,
Yes.
doesn't he,
He
Nate?
loves a match jacket.
He's got an absolute cracker on this morning.
Thanks, Sean. I picked this one up from East Perth Footy Club.
Yes.
Do my emceeing there during the season.
Yeah.
Have for a few years, and I think this was their 2024 range. Just a nice little.
Did you walk out in an Apple shirt when you go buy an iPhone? I mean, come
No.
on. This is insane. I learned something about him the other day.
Oh.
Yeah. So we know him as Sam.
Yes, we do.
Do you know his middle name's Joseph?
Okay.
We're sitting in front of a Sammy Joe. Sammy Joe!
No one's ever called me that.
Sammy
but
Joe! Sammy
It can
Joe!
stick, yeah.
You need some straw hanging out
Sammy
his
Joe,
mouth.
Sammy Joe. She
And a
works,
cowboy hat.
she works at the Dairy Queen in America, in a small town. She's the prettiest girl in the small town.
Yeehaw. And she's a fast typer.
And she's she's even typed this morning.
She loves the Daisy Dukes too.
How many words per minute do you think you are?
23. Something like
That's
that.
not great.
I always said it's better than Sean. Sean's 2 minutes.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, this morning was a disaster because I'm not a great typer anyway, and my bloody computer went down when I was writing the sport news.
Sean.
After I put it all together.
Isn't that
And then
like-
it says Windows not responding.
Hey, was I right to say that at school there was a typing class?
I did typing class.
Was
Yeah,
there
did they
typing
do
at
that
school
then?
when you were not typing?
Not a class. No.
There
we
was
had
a typing class.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a computer labs, and we.
Oh, yeah.
So,
No, I did
spreading your
typing
fingers out.
class.
Typing,
I
yeah.
did typing
I
class.
remember Miss
Yeah.
Franco, because Miss Franco, she was teaching the typing class and she accidentally farted. And then from that point on, she might as well have left school. She had
Yeah.
no control. No one ever looked at her the same.
No integrity
It
at
was
all.
actually a big day for her and her career.
We weren't allowed to use liquid paper in our typing class,
So you could see your
yeah, you see
problems.
mistakes. Yeah, so you'd have to go back and start again.
Typing,
And then get
oh
one
my
over the
God.
knuckles.
Yeah.
We're the age where typing
I
was a
know.
thing.
Well, how do they learn how to type then at school these
Well,
days?
they-
No,
they-
everyone's got a
what do you mean?
They've
computer.
been doing it since they're...
They've got an iPad in utero.
Yeah.
Seriously?
The keys don't move. They're in the same spot.
No, I understand that, but we were taught how to put our hands across and cover
Sean,
the
these
hole.
days, babies, they're just in there, they click a mouse, the mother's legs open, they come out.
That's how they do it.
Was there the
automated.
thing, the little dashes on a couple of the keyboards? Is that right? The way so you can feel where to start when you're typing? Is that
Like a little
the
bump.
lessons?
Yeah.
That, not on these ones anymore. So that's not a thing ananymore.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
trying to bridge the
I remember
age
that.
gap
Yeah.
there?
Whatever.
Yeah. No, we don't remember
Just
the first typewriter ever done. No, we don't. We didn't go.
To be fair, I've got a heap of vintage typewriters
Yeah,
at
but
my house.
she's an antique birdcage.
But I don't use them anymore.
An antique.
I don't have one antique
But
birdcage.
she's an antique birdcage sort of girl.
You know what I'm
you know
saying?
why? Because I don't have any antique birds.
Exactly.
So,
I know, it's tough, eh?
yeah.
They get to a
I
certain age
let
and they're
them all
gone.
fly free.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
The Macquarie Dictionary 2024 Word of the Year has been announced, and I straight away when I read it was disappointed until I
It's
discovered
not a word we've ever heard.
never
Used.
Cosy
And you go-
living was last year.
Yeah, because he lives.
Yeah, because he lives. Yeah, so that was last year, and it's cost of living, of course. But the new word of the year is full on, and we know that people sort of gravitate towards certain words. Meghan Markle, she had a word of the year when her documentary came out. This is her.
My word for that year was truth.
Truth. Sean, truth.
Give me strength.
Yeah, but no, that did give her strength.
Okay.
This is going to give us strength because we're going to feel this. This is so exactly what's happening in the moment. It's called enshittification. Now, Enshittification basically means that everything that was good is now shit. And I'm talking
glad you
about
explained it,
food.
Dave. Glad
I'm
you
talking
explained
about
it.
services of businesses.
So
Everything
it's the
generally.
gradual decline of standards,
And we have
basically.
seen the enshittification of this society and world since COVID. I feel like it has dramatically dropped.
Any business that wants a leg up or wants to be a market leader has good service. They're rare.
Sean, I was at,
They're rare.
I was popping by a homeswear store somewhere in the city, and there's a homeswear store that's been around for many, many years, and I'm surprised that it's still available.
Okay.
And anyway, they had like a little tea light candle holder there for $2 and like a little bargain bin. I went, oh, that's not bad. So I went to swing in there and get some, and I went up to the front counter, and I was met by the king and queen of enshittification. The two people that were working at the counter, a guy and a girl, both probably, 18 or so.
Yep.
Didn't stop their conversation about their weekend and looked at me as if I was bothering them. And I apologised for buying something.
I hate that. Yeah,
I apologise for buying something.
Yeah.
So that's just face-to-face service, not even internet service. This originally comes from internet providers laying everything out for you and then basically getting you caught and then dropping the service.
Well, my internet provider stopped providing email. So they then outsourced the email. And it's like, you're an internet provider. That's just a normal part of the package. But so now you've got to deal with two parties.
Yeah.
You've got to pay for two parties instead of it all being combined. If there's a problem, you've got to go through two people to get it sorted. It's just enshittification.
On the flip side of that, which is absolutely linked, when I've spoken to some guys who own some businesses that is very, very successful, the thing that stands out should be the basic. Their thing is they just give the people service.
Yes.
That's
it.
all. That's it, right?
Yeah. Fix the problem,
we've dropped so far
Yeah, Sean,
that
that's
their
right.
businesses are thriving on the fact that is someone wants something, we'll help you out.
Yeah, you know why? Because it's cheaper.
We stuff it up,
cheaper.
we'll just come and fix it.
Or you can't
What's the
get
other answer
you
to
can't
the
get the
question?
staff anymore because there's demand for labour as
so
well.
I've been a customer of a certain company that a lot of people here in Australia use, but yet of recent times, because of certain things with their business model, they have lost a lot of customers because they're giving
So
something
they should
else.
be working harder.
They should be working harder. So 7 years ago, I think when I was living over the road at Subiaco, before when I was waiting for my apartment to get fixed, these people came in and set up this service, and they had a technician there, had a chat with him, showed me how it works, blah, 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 and then left. Now, fast forward to now. The service now, because I've been with them so long, it requires new technology. So I've been sent the new technology. However, that technology they sent me is faulty. So then the next step for that is I said to them, can you send out a technician, or can you send me a new box or a technician to come out and service the thing? And they said, yep, we can't. They said, we don't service your area. Now, I live in Maylands.
It's not exactly.
I'm not out in the country. So I said to them, how do you not
It's not
service
exactly Panawanica.
I said, sorry, how do you
city,
not service my area? No, so they don't service...
What area do you service?
They don't service any area. So now, from their solution from sending me a faulty product is that I now have to find a technician that is authorised to fix that product and then pay for it and then submit a reimbursement from them.
Yeah, can you
From
imagine the
something that has
reimbursement?
not even started.
Yeah.
I haven't even used it yet.
Yeah.
And I said, and this has to be against consumer law.
And they said,
But
no, it's
obviously not because
enshittification.
It's enshittification.
That's it.
Now, at
That's
least
it.
you've got a word for it.
We want to talk about you if you've experienced enshittification in your life. So we don't want you to name and shame businesses, but
No.
maybe, like tell us, what has dropped dramatically in quality?
Michelle's in Coogee. Hello.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Wonderful, Michelle.
So, Michelle, we've never
Your
ever
answer?
heard of, enshittification before, but don't you feel like it is the word of the year?
I love it.
Yeah, it's really.
I was straight on. I'm like, I definitely have one for that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So recently we purchased a portable spa
Yep.
from a well-known store.
Yes.
And went to pick it up and brought it home. And mind you, I have 2 young kids, so they had their bathers on, ready, very
Yes.
excited to get in this portable spa. And took it out of the box, and there was a pump that we to plug in and attach to the spa to first inflate it. As soon as we plugged in the pump, it threw up an error, and we Googled, YouTubed, everything.
Yes.
It's a fairly common spa, and tried to find fixes for it. Nothing. So I called the store, told them what was happening.
Yeah.
They put me on hold, said they'd have to call the supplier. Came back to me and said, you'll have to bring it back in. I was like, that's no problem, drop it back tomorrow, because it was a Friday evening.
Yes.
Went back in Saturday morning, expecting that, we'd be able to just come out with a brand new one, given that we just took it out of the box.
Of course.
And brought it back in, and they said I had to fill out a warranty form and it'd have to be sent away, and it could be a couple of months before.
Oh, are you kidding
they
me?
come back to us.
I'm enraged.
No,
So
this
that was
isn't right.
7 weeks ago.
No.
And I still have no spa, and I haven't heard back from them yet.
This is a consumer
my
affairs
God,
issue.
Sean and I were just saying, right, just then, right? Sean and I were just saying that what it should be, as easy as it is for you to buy or access a service, it should be that easy if you have a problem with that service for that problem to be a solution.
That we've dropped a lot.
So you can easily buy something from somewhere, and you're trying to get money back from something or something.
Michelle,
it should be this.
Yeah.
You've actually got rights on this.
Yes, you do.
So consumer affairs says that if something doesn't work, you as the consumer have the option to get a refund, to get it exchanged, or to get it fixed, right? So you should have been able to just get it exchanged straight away. I would call consumer affairs and say, get on this. Get on them.
Not just that. This is what's happening with customer service these days. That shouldn't happen.
But we fell so below the basic.
Sean, this is what we've learned now to accept. Oh my God, you got to fight to
Michelle,
the highest hill
you
for this,
take them
Michelle,
down.
and we will fight with you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Michelle.
We've got a whole law division over here.
Luke's in Bayswater. Hello.
G'day, guys. How are you?
Very good, Luke.
So,
let's go, Luke.
in shitification, Luke.
Oh, I've got a ripper for you. So we've had brand new footpath done in our backyard. Had an issue with a unnamed service and an unnamed company. I think it was very similar to yours, Nathan.
Yep.
Yes.
By reading through the line. And they've come through, said that they were going to fix said service.
Yep.
Thought it was going to be a nice, simple fix. Came home from work one day and they dug up 15 square metres of our footpath. Now, when I say they tried to put it back together, they tried to put it back together in context of there was a square pattern on the footpath and it was turned into a diamond pattern, basically. Not matching the rest of it. Had to redo the whole thing. No, mine was much better, trust me.
So I cannot believe, firstly, if we're speaking about the same company, that you got to put. I mean, I'd be happy for someone to come around and dig myself up because that means that they've come around.
And
the fact that they've even come around to your place has blown my mind. That's amazing.
But also, on top of that, did they not ask you about digging everything up
footpath.
first? They didn't get the okay for that?
insane.
No, when I called them and said, hey, what's the go with this? We just realised that half our footpath's been dug up and you just left it, essentially.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, no, they fixed the service and what was left afterwards wasn't their issue.
Oh, my God, Luke.
Are you kidding me?
Now, can I just say, this is if we're talking about the same company, this company at the moment is shedding customers. Because there is another version of that company which is a lot cheaper and a lot easier to access.
So they need to be working a bit harder.
That company that you possibly might be talking about is that if you're a long-time customer, you're paying a higher price than what they're asking new customers
Sean, there's a term for it. It's loyalty tax.
Same.
So you're paying more for being a loyal customer.
So I've gotten sent in this new device, right? I've got sent this new device, and bloody mum and dad, they've got the same service, and their device is old, and for them, and they've been since the day it began, they've been customers, and they have to buy the updated version out of their money instead of being gifted something because you're a loyal thing.
Let's go to Joe in Carter. Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Joe, are you there, Joe? What have we done to Joe?
Jeez, was looking for a behind-the-pot
She's
plan?
dropped out. She's calling back on another line.
Because I'm worried about the company that Joe's going to talk about of her, what she's going to say, and they've gotten her.
Hello, Joe.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Joe.
Okay. In shitification, Joe.
What have you experienced?
I love it. It just so describes so many experiences I've had with trades of late trying to do renovations.
Yeah. Oh, Renaults.
I was attempting to get a leak, a minor, it was about a metre-long leak from my patio, between my patio and my gutter fixed.
Yes.
So I got out some roofing plumbers, and the first guy that came out ran round and ended up causing a whole lot of more damage to my patio. He dinted all the tin, and he used an expanding foam. So instead of having about a metre-long leak, I now had about 10 metres worth of leaks across the patio.
No,
he
made it more leaky.
That's definitely worse.
So the company, this started in July.
Yeah.
So the company then said that they would look at replacing the tin. The tin, it was no longer manufactured. So the profile, so they had to find a company that would make it from scratch.
God.
But they're only going to replace the pieces that are damaged.
So some are going to be old.
It's got to be patched together,
Come on.
Yeah. So we're now almost December, and I've been promised on various occasions that they're coming out, and then the morning of, I'd get a message to say that they weren't going to be turning up because they've been sent to another job. So I've had about 12 days off work, waiting for trades to turn up.
No, you have
that
not.
haven't turned up.
So we're talking roof plumbers or plumbers here, Joe?
Roof plumbers.
This is roof plumbers.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't put your toilet on the roof.
And last Friday when they did turn up, they took out the 2 pieces of tin after it took them about 3 hours to figure out how to do so. And
claw hammer, rip it out the nail. Play a tin.
I now have a gaping hole in the...
Oh, don't say that.
Because the tin doesn't fit.
It's never ending, Joe.
Well, they clearly had a couple of guys who had no idea how to do any of that roofing stuff, and therefore were able to put it back together.
Where are we at now? Where are we at?
Nat?
Well, they just refuse to communicate, and I've had that all the way along.
Then what do you do?
Unless I get my partner to ring. They won't talk to me because obviously I'm a woman.
Because you're a woman.
Oh, my God.
And it is actually my home.
Yes.
As a... and it's, quite a substantial home, but, it can't possibly be mine.
Oh, because you're a woman.
They just will not return my calls, so I get my partner to ring, and he's quite formidable.
You know what? How about this? Sean and I, we're two males now that will join the fight. We're going to get 2 more phone calls, and he's going to think, wow, she's got 3 husbands.
I'm actually...
No wonder she's got a big house.
For too much.
Yeah.
No, that's what it fixed.
I understand that stuff happens. I had the same thing when I had my kitchen renovation done. It was supposed to take 4 weeks, took 9 months.
That's quite a bit. You could have made a human in that time, Joe.
That's that bloody timeline.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a really nice kitchen, but it didn't need to take... They're employing really bad people, and it's giving companies a bad name.
You know what? The mining industry's taking all the good people.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you, Joe.
Joe, it looks like you've got a story for another...
Yes, I know. We can talk to you all day, Joe. Thank you.
Whilst we were speaking about there's a lot of good people out there that are doing their best.
they're amazing good people.
I just want to throw that out there. $200 gift card.
Who are you trying to suck up to?
No, I actually had a roof plumber, and I wish I could remember his name, came the other day to look for a leak, and he was so thorough and so easy to deal with. But this is the deal, right?
This is the deal.
That's not always the case.
You get impressed by certain people and you tell that story, and there are people that get businesses, and then the people that don't, they're going to tell their story, and they're going to not get business. The end.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast. Impressions.
With accommodation, flights and package deals, whatif.com has you covered like a beach umbrella. Book your summer getaway on the Whatif app. What-if? It's Aussie for travel.
Oh, here we go. It's time for another round of bad impressions. $500 on the line. Ross is our guest impersonator today.
Ross.
Slightly reluctantly.
Ross, being disrespected as well.
Yeah.
Amy, our producer, who is the quality control.
What did Amy say to you?
She said she thought I was going to use my normal voice and not going to try.
She said, can you at least try
and not just use your normal voice, Ross?
I said, everyone knows me at that. I'm a tryhard.
Ross was like,
Oh, that really hurt, actually.
Well, let's meet our contestants. Tracy's in Jandakot. Hi, Trace.
Amy.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Tracy. Can you do an impression of anyone, Tracy?
Oh, gosh, no.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
No, neither can we.
As has been established.
That's okay, honey.
You're up against Dan from Churchlands. Morning, Dan.
Morning, everyone.
Dan, I hear that you do an amazing Barbara Walters. Go.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, then what do you do? Do you have one?
He has one.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, that sounded like Kermit the Frog.
Dan,
stood on wearing a Terminator costume.
Dan, can you give me a Richie Benno? What about a Richie Benno?
No.
No,
two for 22.
Sean, this is the thing, and this is what I love about this. We can't do impressions. You can't do impressions. Let's do a game with the impressions.
We're all in the right place. Here's what's going to happen.
Bad impressions.
We'll take turns doing a bad impression. We don't know who we're going to impersonate until just before it flashes up on the screen, and then we're horrified.
I hope mine's Ross. I'll just do it in a normal voice.
Your job, guys,
can you just try, Nathan?
to identify who we're trying to impersonate. Buzz in with your name. If you get it right, you take that point. Get it wrong, we'll give your opponent a crack at it. It is, we decided, the best of 7.
Oh, it could be the best of 20, but I don't know. Best of 7.
Test
officially.
your buzzers. Tracy?
Tracy.
Working well. Dan?
Dan.
No,
Working well.
No, this is where I get scared, Sean, because Amy says, why don't we start
Amy's
with
decided.
Nathan? And she said it very flippantly. Why don't we start with Nathan's or some ridiculous
Hey, guess what?
thing?
Nathan's starting, everybody.
Let's hope it's another Star Wars character.
No, Amy, no. And it better not be Claire Danes.
Let's hope it's Jar Jar Binks. Okay, let's flash up who Nathan has to impersonate. Easy.
Okay.
Easy.
We gotta win this race.
Tracy.
Yes.
Tracy?
Elvis Presley.
Yes!
Thank you very much. That's the line I was going to go for.
Good.
Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Tracy, you lead 1-0.
Okay,
Ross, you're
Ross.
up next.
Okay, good luck.
Please
All right,
try.
here we
Don't
go.
use your normal voice.
Okay. Okay.
Look at this.
Hello, possums. How are you?
Tracy.
Yes, Tracy.
Dame Edna Everett.
Yes, Tracy.
That's when you
That was
try.
We
amazing.
said don't use your normal voice.
That's the only thing I could have said with that. I don't know anything else.
No, you nailed it. That's it. That's the catch cry. Tracy, you lead 2-0. Dan, you need to pick it up, okay?
Come on, Dan.
Who's up?
All right, I'm up next. Okay, oh, God.
Jesus. All right.
I'm worried.
Oh, man.
Easy, mate.
What's up, Doc?
Dan.
Yes, Dan?
Donald Duck.
No.
Oh, my God, Dan.
That means, Tracy, you get another crack at it. I'll do it again for you. What's up, Doc?
Bugs Bunny.
Yes, it's Bugs Bunny.
Dan gets negative
come
one.
on.
I honestly thought that I was going to make a joke. I was going to say, I think Dan was going to say house because it's Doc, but no.
Yep.
Natalie, I'm not sure about that.
What do you mean?
What's up? No, yeah, I'm with Sean. That wasn't great. That could have been a medical thing. Easy. You needed a carrot reference.
Don't you attack me.
Hey, Sean.
You're about to have a turn.
Tracy
leads 3-0.
put some
You get the
tracks
next
out.
one, Trace. You win.
Okay, thanks, Ross.
Okay.
Yeah, stop doing your normal voice, Natalie.
Sorry, I did it as Jennifer Coolidge playing Bugs Bunny.
Sean gets the easy one.
Oh, again. Are you serious?
You get the easy one.
No, it's because you know I can do them.
Okay, righto. Do your impression.
Yo, Adrian!
Tracy.
Yes, Tracy for the win.
Rocky.
Oh.
Yeah, go to 7.
No, was it best of 7, which is 4. She's taken it out.
How about we keep going until bloody Dan gets on the board?
All right, Dan. No. Do we have time, Amy? Yeah. Okay, let's just prove it. Let's see how stupid Dan is.
Come on, Dan.
All right, Dan. So you've won, by the way, Tracy, congratulations.
Yeah, okay.
Well done. We'll get back to that. Dan, we're going to play. This is for you, all right? This is you alone, and you've got to guess them.
Oh,
shit.
Come on, Nate.
That's easy.
That's easy. Yeah.
What's that line?
It's...
I don't know.
That looks very nice.
That
very
wasn't it.
Nice. Very...
Borat.
Oh! Where were you during the game, mate?
He's on the board.
Where were you?
All right, let's make Ross do one more. Just
Yeah,
all right,
sure.
one more for Ross.
Something horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Just waiting for this.
Waiting for
Or was
the
that the
screen.
last one?
Have we run out?
Oh, maybe we must have
That's
run.
coming.
Here we go. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Dan, you got to get this. Dan, if you don't get this, we kick you out of the city.
Okay. I am a pet detective.
You can't.
That's not his name. I'm pet detective.
Jim Carrey.
You cannot give them a movie.
I didn't.
Anyway.
Yeah, he did well.
Does he say that line in the movie?
Well.
He doesn't say that line, does he?
I'm a pet detective. Probably at one stage.
Yeah, because Luke says so many times, I'm in Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm done. I got things to do.
Tracy, you scored $500
Yeah,
cash.
work on your impressions.
Congratulations.
Now go back to your normal voice.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Nathan, Nat and Sean's VZ4X Games. Unlike Nathan, Nat and Sean, the all-electric Toyota BZ4X comes with a striking and sleek design. Charge on in the Toyota BZ4X.
Friday week, we're going to be broadcasting live from the Optus Stadium Amphitheatre, where someone is going to win the all-electric Toyota BZ4X. Anybody who comes down can be in the running to win that. Anybody at all, you're all welcome. Yep. But if you're a VIPP, you win 10 entries into the draw and VIPP treatment.
What if Gina Reinhardt came down and put her name in and won it?
That'd be hilarious.
She chucks in the pile.
Yeah. But she won't be a VIPP.
I don't know.
Melanie and Sharon are going to go head-to-head this morning. G'day, Mel.
Hey, how you going?
Hi, guys.
Mel.
Hi. Of course, today's game is...
It's the net game. That's the name. It's the net game. That's the game. It's the net game. That's the name of the game.
Another day, another name. Melanie and Sharon, today's name is...
Peter.
Ah, yes.
Peter, Sean.
Peter.
All right, Peter.
Melanie, do you know a lot of Peters?
Oh, I know a couple of Peters.
Yeah, I
all
think
right.
everyone's got a Peter in
You're
their
up
life.
against Sharon. Hello, Shaz.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are we?
Good, Sharon.
Sharon, are you just under a pile of Peters?
Yeah, always.
Always.
All right.
Currently right now, in fact.
Every question relates to a Peter. That's the way this game works. We'll ask the question. If you know the answer, buzz in with your name, that is. If you get it right, you take the point. You get it wrong, we'll give your opponent a crack at it. It is the first... How do we figure this one out?
It says the first to five.
That's right. First to five.
Yeah, okay.
All right, let's test your buzzers. Melanie?
Mel?
Sharon?
Sharon?
I love
All
that
right.
name. How do we do this one? It's not normal what we do. All right, here we go with the first Peter.
First Peter.
All right. This Peter is said to resemble Voldemort and is the leader of the opposition.
Sharon?
Sharon?
Is it Peter Dutton?
It is Sharon.
Peter Dutton. It is Peter Dutton.
Well played, Sharon.
Sharon leads 1-0.
Okay, this Peter wears green tights and flies around with
Sharon?
Sharon?
Mel?
Sharon?
Oh, Peter Pan.
You're
Peter
on
Pan.
the ball.
Peter Pan. She knows the Peters.
She does know her Peters. Sharon leads 2-0. Okay, next Peter. This Peter was a teammate of Sean McManus.
Mel?
Yes, Mel?
Peter Bell?
Peter Bell.
Peter Bell.
Well done.
Okay.
Somebody has to... Somewhere there's a guy ringing his bell right now.
Can't you just hear it all the
Yes.
time?
All right.
Sharon, you lead 2-1.
Here we go. This Peter is in a nursery rhyme about him eating pumpkins.
Mel? Sharon?
Mel?
Mel?
Peter Pumpkin Eater?
Peter
Yes,
Pumpkin
Mel.
Eater.
It's tied up at 2-2. It's a tight battle.
Okay, this Peter makes giant sandwiches and drumsticks.
Oh, Sharon?
Sharon?
Is it Peter's ice cream?
Yes, it is Sharon.
No, that was interesting. I thought
The
that
fact
would
that
be
you
right
guys
on.
took you the longest, you two. Yeah, I cannot.
Okay, next Peter. Sharon leads 3-2. Next Peter. This Peter goes to Rio every time his baby smiles at him.
I can hear the song. Mel?
Guess
Mel?
Mel?
Peter Allen?
You can hear the song, but you can get the name.
Sharon was working so hard in her mind.
My baby,
When my baby smiles at me, I go to Rio de Janeiro. It's 3-3, guys.
3-3. What a
Oh,
match
this is
now.
you
What a
two are
match.
great at your Peters. All right, here we go. This Peter would be delicious in a stew. What Peter could you eat?
What, Peter?
Don't
Particularly
Sharon?
Peter Bread?
Peter Bread.
That's Peter Bread. That's really clever, though. That's
Not the answer we were looking for. Melanie, do you want to have a crack at it?
Go on.
Oh.
Come on, a stew.
Come on. A famous Peter that you could eat.
No,
We're not saying you should, we're just saying you could.
Okay, you're out.
Okay.
I'm going to keep going. Let's see. This is for no point. This Peter is small and furry.
Oh, Peter Rabbit.
No.
All right, no point there. It's still 3-3. Next
That was a low
Peter.
point.
Wow.
That was a low point.
Okay.
Here we go. Next Peter. This Peter... sorry, I was going to read yours again, though.
Yep.
This Aussie Peter is a car racing legend.
Mel.
Mel?
Peter
Yes,
Brock.
Peter
Yes,
Brock.
Mel.
05.
Yes.
4-3. Mel is on the brink of victory.
Oh,
Next,
this is an interesting Peter.
Here we go. Listen carefully. This Peter, although short in stature, was one of the biggest stars from Game of Thrones. Sharon?
Peter Dinkley.
Yes,
Peter
Sharon.
Dinkley.
She's tied it up. It comes down to this next Peter.
Literally the best match we've ever had.
I know.
We got to test their buzzers because this Peter's going to go off Peter quick.
All right. Mel, test your buzzer. Mel? Sharon? Yep, they're still working, Nathan.
Here we go, guys.
Listen carefully.
This Peter was bitten by a radioactive spider.
Mel?
Peter Parker.
Mel, you are now
You do a great.
BIPP and all the status that comes with that. You and a friend will be joining us at our final show. You get 10 entries into the draw to win the Toyota BZ4X, and you'll be treated in BIPP style.
How good.
When we're live from Optus Stadium Amphitheatre next Friday.
Now, everyone can come.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So, Sharon, you can still come.
Sharon, please come
Yeah.
because you did so well today.
Yes, you should be very proud
thank
of you.
you.
One entry will win it. That's
Yeah,
all you
that's
need.
right. Yeah, just got to be in that draw to win it. More chances tomorrow. A new day, new name.
Yeah.
It's the name of the game.
That's the name of the game.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
So, as you know, I fell off my bike.
Yeah.
It's now 3.5 weeks ago. And I was on crutches for a couple of weeks because I hurt my knee badly, but I also hurt my arm. And that's why I was only on one crutch because I'm like, I can't have two because I've hurt my arm.
And it looks like you're skiing.
Yeah, that's
in
so
summer,
At least
which
it
doesn't make sense.
It was the opposite arm to the opposite.
No,
No,
same
it's the
knee.
same-
Same side because I fell onto
Same,
that
yeah,
side.
yeah.
Yeah. So at the time, because I went to hospital on the day after and they x-rayed my knee and they x-rayed my arm. And I said to them, because they're like, oh, what hurts more? I'm like, well, at the moment the knee hurts more. But
My pride.
My arm, my arm does hurt a bit. And it feels similar to when I broke the other arm 3.5 years ago, which is I fractured the radial head, which is near your elbow, right?
Yeah.
So it feels similar to that. And they're like, okay, we'll x-ray that as well. X-rayed it. They're like, you're good to go. It's fine. Here's some painkillers and some
Stop being a pussy, they
anti-inflammatories. Get on with it. And so I did.
Right.
So away I went. And then my knee got better after a couple of weeks. And I finished the painkillers. And I'm like, my arm still hurts a bit. Yeah, it still hurts a bit. And I went to the doctor the other day and he looked at it and he went, and he had another look at the x-rays and went, no, everything looks fine. But here's a form for an MRI if it doesn't get better. And over the weekend, I'm like, it's still hurting quite a bit. So then I called to get an MRI. This is hilarious, a conversation. I ring the MRI. You can't just book an MRI online. You have to speak to somebody. And I booked, I rang the mob that he...
Suggested?
Yeah, that he referred me to.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, so the first we've got is, well, it's in Bunbury or Bustleton on the 21st of December.
So road trip.
And you
21st of
Bunbury.
December. And I'm like, well, I'll be in Mexico, so that's not going to work. And so, and she's, in the end, she said, yeah, maybe ring the other mob because we don't have anything. So I ring the other mob. They got me in Midland at 5:10 that same day.
Fantastic.
Well done to them.
well
and
done.
the people, I've got to say, Nathan, you'll love this. The people at Midland are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, they
and
are.
the real bonus
Yeah.
was that in the hospital car park,
Here we
when
go.
I went to
Brian, listen.
when I went to pay, there's a sign on the machine that said, machine not working, boom gate open.
Oh,
Free parking.
yeah.
Free
Only
parking.
in Midland, everyone get down there.
Free
Boom
parking.
gate open.
Happy days.
Sean.
And so I got my mate who's a physio to check in for the report yesterday and it's broken.
It's broken.
So I've been walking around with a broken arm for the last 3.5 weeks. I'm like, this explains why it hurts quite a bit. Why I can't turn a doorknob.
Lady, I'm going to, those the big blow absorb balls that people get in and have fun down at the water? You're getting that?
That seems a bit dangerous for me, to be honest.
I have seen you broken and injured, and you're a fall downer. Gravity hates you. Gravity has got a picture
It
of
was
her.
always the ankles, remember, Nate?
No, but
So here's the thing, right? This is the fourth occasion where, not where I've broken something. This is the fourth occasion where the X-rays have said I haven't broken anything, and then down the track I found out that I have broken something.
You know what?
Yeah,
The
man.
X-rays are like, oh, just lie to her. Get this girl out of here. She's here all the time.
And normally, like that, it's not unusual for it to not show up on X-ray within the first, couple of days. But there was one of those fractures. I had the X-ray taken a week after, and it still didn't show up.
You know what?
My broken bones don't show up on X-ray.
My point with you is
every time.
Natalie doesn't buy milk. and I always told you that I'm concerned. I always put a dish out for her.
But you don't drink milk because it's only for tea.
You say that, but I eat a lot of cheese.
You
So
do
that
it,
makes
I
up for it.
know, but I
love
think you
cheese
need to
and I
add
love
some
yogurt.
milk in
I'm
as
not
well,
gonna
Natalie,
eat-
because what's
no.
happening is not
No.
right.
No.
Not right. You shouldn't be broken that many times, lady.
Well, it's just the drama of my falls. The fact that and the thing in my mind is I put faith in the x-rays and I don't know why I'm still doing that after 4 times.
Natalie, you won't be the only one because there'll be 1,000 people out there, parents and stuff like that.
I make
that
the
go and
same
get the
mistake
kids.
over and over again.
Yeah, as soon as you get an x-ray, that you're good to go. You're not.
And clearly I'm not.
What has happened to you a lot? Like a lot. Like a lot. Not just
You're not learning the lesson the first time,
Like a
or
lot.
the second time,
And
or the
maybe-
third time, or the 4th time.
Maybe it's not even a lesson. Maybe just something happens to you. It's not your fault. You're not fault. Your fault you've been hit by a
Repeat
car 10
offenders.
times.
Are you a repeat offender like me?
Has
Thanks so
anything
much,
happened
T.
to you quite a lot?
I'm not very clumsy, but I don't have good spatial awareness, if that makes sense. So I walk into things.
Do you? Again?
So like door frames and
Yeah,
things?
and we had a fan on a a little ottoman the other day that needed to be hung up, and I got up very early in the morning, still half asleep, walked straight into it, ended up with a massive bruise on my leg.
Great work.
Yeah, I just walk into things a lot.
I was making my garden box that I've been making for 4
This
years
is the
now.
saga that never ends.
This got more serious than
Noah's Ark is gone and he's off.
Yeah, he's off.
Yeah. Anyway,
He's reloaded.
I thought I hurt my finger in mid box, and then I didn't realise until later on that night that it was actually I just drilled straight into my finger and pulled the drill bit out. I was like, what is that? And I went, oh my god, yes.
It's
so
in there,
yeah, I
yep.
drew. That
It's a
was
pilot hole, though. We're going to
It's a
take the
pilot
action.
hole. Now
Screw it in a minute.
Sean's ready to hang a picture.
Absolutely. You're a text screw.
Regan, hello.
Hi.
Hi,
Regan.
Oh, what's happened, Regan?
Which part of your body?
It's both of my knees.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's enough.
What's happened and how many times, Regan?
I had torn my MPFL, so my knee dislocates.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
wow.
It ended up dislocating about 17 times before
17?
What?
before I got an MRI, and I had to have 3 MRIs to figure out what was wrong with me.
Yes.
And I had surgery last year, and that didn't work, so I might have to get surgery
Oh,
again.
my God.
Oh, so you're talking about your kneecap just
Popping out.
completely goes to the left or the right?
Yep.
Now, okay,
Yeah.
I don't know too much about knees, but could you not wouldn't just like a tight knee pad keep it in place, like when you tie when you put a scarf on your head to make your hair
And
not
tie it really
yeah,
tight.
you know what I mean? Would that keep it
Tourniquet,
in?
yeah.
Would that keep it in or not?
No, because I have half mobility too. It just does not work.
Well,
Yeah,
this is the dislocation nation.
Yeah.
Those people of the dislocation nation, that must be horrendous. Not to know when something's just going to pop out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then needing someone to like shove it back
So,
in.
Regan, does that mean you can't do anything physical?
I can't play any sport.
Yeah.
And
I've got that too.
But in your case, that's
What about
just
what about
laziness.
dancing or something at a party or a
No.
club? No, you wouldn't
can't
be
go
able
to the club.
So do you go places and you have to, when you go somewhere, you have to put in the mix of how much walking it is and whether you can sit down? Is that right?
I can probably. I could do probably 500 metres and then it starts to hurt.
Oh,
But you can't drop it like it's hot, Nathan.
Oh, sweet.
No,
Well, what
that's-
if it's hot?
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah, she
you
can't drop it.
She has to hold it.
Yeah, she
that's
has to.
dangerous too.
Thanks, Regan. Stay safe. Anna's in Kingsley. Hello.
Good morning. Love
Hi,
the
Anna.
show, guys.
Anna,
thanks,
we
Anna.
love you. What happens to you over and over again?
I'm always last to get my meal at a restaurant.
That happens to me
is
so much,
Are
doesn't
you
it?
ordering
It does,
the well
it
done
does.
steak? Because that would explain it.
No, that's the thing. Even if I order a salad with no protein, like no meat in it, I'm still always last. It's become a running joke amongst friends and family. It doesn't matter who I'm with, and it always happens to me.
Can I tell you, it happens to me not all the time, but a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, though. I'm not the person out there ordering, blackened squid from the salt of the earth with the Himalayan pepper.
Yeah, Nathan's
Like,
ordering
I'm not
fish
that
fingers.
person. I'm like literally like a
Nuggets
burger.
and
A
chips.
burger.
Yeah.
And people will get like seriously something that's taken 12 years to make, and my burger will come out after that. And I'm like, what is happening?
And I totally get it. I feel bad for that person in my life, apart from Nathan.
Yes.
It's my son Oliver, and I sit there, and he's the same.
Yeah.
He just likes
Yeah.
spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah, I've got a friend.
Just-
that he's really he hates it. Whenever it's a hot day, flies always just land on him, and no one else, and he's one of those
That's 'cause
fly
he
people,
stinks.
and that's it. He goes, and he's always
Fly
paranoid that he
people.
stinks, but he's a fly person. Some flies just land on some people and make you look like you're rank.
Oh, Anna, mate, I hope this streak is
Anna,
broken for
feel
you.
for
That's one of the great injustices.
Dude, that is
Thank
hilarious.
you.
All right.
Cherie, hello.
Hi, how you going?
Hey, good
Hi,
Sheree.
Sheree.
What's happened over and over, Cherie?
I get my fingers stuck in things.
How are you calling us right now?
What sort of things, Cherie? Talk us through it.
I've got 3 very good examples.
Okay.
I got my finger stuck in the bag dispenser at the spud shed.
Take a picture, pull it out. Okay.
That takes a lot of skill.
Wait, we're going to stop at each one. And how did you get out?
It took a bit of yanking, but thankfully no help from outsiders other than my husband.
Okay, that's right.
Okay, that's one.
So we
All right.
solved that one, all right?
Next one.
Yep.
The next one was the soda stream machine.
Where
were you
where
putting
did
your
you stick your
finger?
finger?
In the top button where you're pressing the carbon in?
Yeah, I had oil on my fingers and I was making some fizzy drink and my finger slipped in and it was like a Chinese torture thing where it hurt more.
The finger traps?
Yes.
The Chinese finger traps?
Yeah, that's the one, that's the one.
That's inventive.
Cherie. Yes.
So how'd you get out of that? How'd you get... No, sorry, no. How'd you get out of that?
Oh.
Did you just free yourself?
More lube,
my
Nath.
husband again, thankfully.
Okay, good. All right, now,
Okay.
now finger number 3.
Number 3 is when my daughter was a newborn and I decided while my husband was out that I would hang some lights on the patio.
Yeah.
So I was up a ladder and I was trying to tuck a cord through a tiny space in the metal and I got my finger stuck while up a ladder.
Up a ladder.
so then-
Up a ladder, home alone.
So what did we do?
Yeah.
How did we get out of that one?
Well, every time I pulled my finger, I felt like a piece of tin was going to cut me. So I stood up there for probably a good half an hour. Just trying
Until
to
after
get
Christmas.
myself out of the situation.
Yeah.
Thankfully, my daughter was really well behaved at that time, and she was just happy bouncing along down below me.
Oh, because if she took off to do something, you couldn't.
It's on a jolly
save her.
jumper.
Well, she was a newborn.
Oh, yeah,
Newborn,
right.
yeah. So she started screaming or whatever. Yeah.
And thankfully, I was just able to pluck up the courage and pull it, and it didn't cut it very bad.
Wow.
Oh, Sean plucks up the courage and pulls it a lot.
I'm just going to put it out there, Cherie. Stop sticking your finger in things, okay?
Very
But it's not for
courageous.
you.
Yeah,
You know what?
It's not for you.
So, I just feel... Sorry, I just feel, I don't feel like you're actively trying to. I feel like her just finger goes places. You know when your finger's got its mind of its own, Sean?
I do.
Yeah, that's all.
Get it out of there, Sean.
Righto.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
We're out of here tomorrow on the show, and we're going straight to the top.
Yeah.
Matthew Pavlich, obviously.
Yes. And his 2IC is who?
The Premier, Roger Cook.
Okay, makes sense. I'm just decorating the studio for Christmas.
Yeah.
It was decorated yesterday, actually. I brought in a lot of my Christmas decorations that I collect every year from Kmart. Some great stuff here,
There's some
Sean.
good stuff. I really like it, actually.
And we did a couple of videos yesterday, Christmassy videos, and then afterwards, apparently, Amy and Pricey came in
Pricey.
and they
Oh, yeah,
decorated.
yeah.
They made.
They went to town.
So when I came
Oh,
this morning,
yes, they went to town.
My
Christmas
decorations,
Wonderland.
my decorations had never looked better. And then what happened, Natalie?
Well, Bella came in and thought, I need to clean up this mess, and packed it all away. She packed it all away and said, no, it's not Christmas time yet. She's clearly of the belief that Christmas decorations don't go up until the 1st of December.
Yeah, I'm with it.
And so I said to Nathan, she's like the cleaner at the Tate Gallery who cleans up an art installation that looks like rubbish or something and is worth $1 million, and she's sweeping it away.
My friend's girlfriend, right, back in the day, you know, when smoking was more of a thing, everyone was smoking, so everyone would have a night out, they'd go back and there'd be an after party there, and she was so clean that every time someone would ash in the ashtray, she would wipe it out. And then they'd ash again, and they'd wipe it out every time.
That's a never-ending task. Hi, Ross.
Hello. Bella the Grinch. Yeah.
I know, look.
I know.
You're putting up trees again.
We were putting. My wife was putting up Christmas gear the day after Halloween. Took out Halloween stuff, put up Chrissy stuff.
You still had lollies to eat, but
Yeah.
She was into it. Sean, you're not about it.
No, I think our house has
1st of
started, by the
December.
way, but I
Yeah.
think the 1st of December is the way to go. I do understand, though, if you're packing up one lot, which is, Halloween, you might as well keep going.
I
and just
tell
do
you,
it.
though, if do yourself a favour, swing by Bunnings. They've got this whole Christmas section there, and it's just giant blow-up things and like giant baubles. Sean, you love a bauble.
I love a bauble.
Loves a bauble.
You were very good today, Ross. in your voicey things.
I've been kicking myself with the bad impressions, like
Why?
Jim Carrey. I could have said,
No, it was shit.
all righty then.
Yes.
Somebody
and
stop
exactly
me.
like that too.
That's what I
all
thought.
righty then.
But yeah, so what did I say?
Somebody stop me.
I'm Ace Ventura, pet detective,
Yeah.
which I
You
still
just said,
back.
I'm a pet detective. That was your
She got it.
impersonation.
Well, he got it.
Carey, he said.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.